Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. So today I'm going to show you guys how to sync a Korg NTS-1 with any of the Teenage Engineering pocket operators. Then we're going to have a jam where I'll demonstrate why you would want to do that. So let's start off with what you're going to need. Obviously you're going to need a Korg NTS-1 and any of the Teenage Engineering pocket operators. Next up, you're going to need one of these. This is a stereo to TRS splitter. So what it's going to do is it's going to take a stereo jack here and then separate it into a left and a right channel. This cable right here is made by Hosa. It is like $6 on Amazon. You'll want to make sure it's 1/8 of an inch on every single plug. That's because that's what these devices use. Really quick, I would also like to compare it to one of these because it looks very similar to this. You know, they both have 1/8 plugs on either side, and it's 2 female to 1 male. The difference, though, this is a headphone splitter. So this is going to take a stereo signal here, and then each one of these is going to be a stereo signal. It doesn't actually split it into a separate left and right. That's why it's got to be one of these. These are actually labeled tip and ring. So I'll have a link to this down in the description. Like I said, it's fairly inexpensive, like $5-6 on Amazon. I'd recommend picking up a couple, especially if you're going to be doing anything with, multiple pocket operators or an Arturia key step or any of the Korg Volcas. Basically anything with a normal sync jack that you want to sync up to a pocket operator, this cable will work with. We're going to do it with the NTS-1. So now let's take a look at how this works. The NTS-1 has an audio in and an audio out jack, as well as separate sync in and sync out jacks. Pocket operators, on the other hand, have an input jack for audio and an output jack for audio. Now those also double as the sync in and sync out jacks. In this instance, I want the NTS-1 to be the master. So we're going to plug this cable, our dual splitter cable here, into the input of the tonic. And now, all of a sudden, we have a left and a right channel. The pocket operators use the left channel for the click, for the sync track. So we need to plug in the black jack here, the left channel of the tonic's input. This needs to plug into the sync output of our NTS-1, right there. Now this can sit here awkwardly, but we still want the audio to pass through from the NTS-1 to our pocket operator. So to do that, we're going to take just a normal auxiliary cable. That's all that little adapter is, by the way, just a really, really short cable. We're going to plug the output of the audio, let's see if I can get this here, into our red jack, into our ring input, or the right channel. Now they should be set up to play together. So let's go ahead and power on our NTS-1 here. Actually, first, I'm going to plug the pocket operator into our audio interface. Okay, so now we have our pocket operator plugged in. As you can hear, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Now let's plug in our NTS-1 with a micro USB cable. And really quick, let's come up with a pattern on our, whoops, you can already hear it outputting the sync signal. So I'm actually going to unplug that for a second. Let's make a pattern on here. Just really simple. Let's just select the hi-hat. We'll just go 1/8 notes. And let's just get a kick. And a snare. Perfect. Now let's plug our sync track back in there. So now we can hear that the NTS-1 is pumping the click track into the pocket operator, which is then pumping it through our audio interface. We need to change the sync mode of the pocket operator to sync mode 4. So to do that, we're going to hold the accent button, or whatever your top right button is on your pocket operator, press BPM until we get to SY4. Sync mode 4 means it's looking for both audio and a click input, but it's only outputting audio. So now we're going to adjust the tempo here on our NTS-1. We're going to hold the ARP button. Let's set it to 80. Then we're going to click play. Now to see if we did this properly and if we're synced up, let's hold ARP again and increase the tempo. There we go. Now we are synced up. How cool is that? And you can still adjust like the swing and stuff on here. So let's put some more hi-hats in here. And you adjust the swing by holding BPM and using the left knob. We can adjust the tempo again. And there we go. And of course this will still work with the arpeggio feature. We can actually hold this down until it latches, start it, and then tweak the speed. You can hear everything is synced up perfectly. So that's essentially how you'd sync up a pocket operator to another device that has separate sync in and sync out ports in addition to the audio. Just pick one of these little cables up. Like I said, $5-6. Get a cup. Like I said, $5-6. Plug it into the input or the output. We could do this in reverse. We could plug this cable into the output of the pocket operator, set it to sync mode 1, and then set it to the audio in and the sync input on the NTS-1, and we could have the pocket operator control the tempo of the arpeggiator on the NTS-1. We can also use this with like an Arturia key step or any of the Korg Volcas. It's really handy. Everybody should have a couple of these laying around. Remember to get them in 1/8 inch. They do have them in 1/4 inch as well. I actually have a couple of the 1/4 inch ones too that I use for my Roland SPD SX to split my triggers in the back. I've used one of these. This guy's probably about 10 years old right here at least. So if you were just here for the tips, that's going to do it for this one. If not, and you want to stick around for the jam, well, here we go. All right, well, there we go. Sorry for the second random jam in there. The camera completely died just in the middle of the first one. But yeah, you guys definitely want to get your hands on one of these and one of these, sorry, and set this up. These are way too much fun synced up together. I can't wait to try it with the key step and see what other fun stuff we can come up with. I'm thinking about picking up a Volca keys just so I can have something else to work with in the pocket size, instrument category. And those both have sync in and out jacks, so those will sync up nicely with everything here. And I think, the ease of which this cable helped everything out is really going to seal the deal for me on a Korg Volca keys, so I'll probably pick one of those up too. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you learned something, awesome, that's what I set out to do. If not, you can give it a thumbs down, that's okay too. It doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try harder next time. Either way, be sure to click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.